With love, sis, we got to do better than this letter J argument. We got to do better than that. Yes, the letter J was invented in 1524 by Gian Giorgio Trissino. We've talked about this in several videos. That does not mean that Jesus could not have existed or that his name couldn't have been Jesus. It just simply means that his name had to have been the equivalent of Jesus in another language. So in that particular day, Jesus would not have been called Jesus. That is his name in English. He would have been called Yeshua, which would have been his name in Aramaic. When the disciples transliterated, not translated, but transliterated his name, when they wrote the Gospels and when Paul wrote his epistles, they transliterated his name to Jesus, which is his name in Greek. So, and then it was translated and transliterated rather into Latin in Jesus. So again, in Greek, it is Iesus, which is I-E-S-O-U-S. In Latin, it is Jesus, which is I-E-S-U-S. And then when the letter J was invented, it became Jesus. So no, they would not have called him Jesus, but that doesn't mean that Jesus doesn't exist. It doesn't lend any credibility to any argument whatsoever. It just simply means that his name had to be transliterated. The same thing with Jerusalem, with Job, with the Jews, with John, with Jacob, all of these people, the same process, and I never understand why isn't it that we don't make these arguments about them, about the places like Jericho, Jehoshaphat, all of these things started with J, but we don't question the validity of any of those because we understand that language changes over time. So please, let's not use that argument anymore. It really holds no weight whatsoever. Here's an easy chart for you to follow. So you can see here, beginning with the name Jesus, as I said, goes back into Latin, then to Greek, then to Aramaic or Hebrew, and then in Hebrew it would have been Yehoshua. So again, we've covered this several times in videos. Just wanted to take a minute and do it again. I'll switch over to the other side. So if people want to read that, you can screenshot it. You can go get it off Google like I did. This information is readily available. There really is no excuse for us using the letter J argument now. Let's make sure that we're educating ourselves and learning, how words are transliterated. Again, this is really too easy. I love y'all and everything like that. Hopefully, dear sister, this is helpful to you. If you have any other questions, comments, or if you need clarification of anything, please let me know.